Hi, beautiful. In this video, I'm asking you to unpack the relationship you have with your parents. So depending on your upbringing, this could be very exciting for you, or you could be a little bit nervous because you know you have a few mommy or daddy issues, or you might be really anxious right now. And what I ask of you is just to come with an open mind and an open heart. We don't want to go back to any traumatic experiences if you've had any and open that up once again and experience more trauma right now. However, I do ask you to be courageous. I do ask you to be brave, and I do ask you to be open and really just look at your past and the upbringing you had, because this has created who you are today. Remember, if you want to become the most powerful and radiant woman that you know and really become your own hero, this is a version of yourself in the future. You have to know who you are right now so that you can make some changes. But to know who you are right now, we have to look at our past to see what is it that happened that created who I am right now. Even if you have a wonderful relationship with your mother and your father, there have always been times when we're growing up that things didn't go our way or we didn't understand certain things, and it may have created what we might call an issue, or it may have created certain beliefs about ourselves or about them, and everything that we believe is in creating our future reality. So now is that time to look at, how was my relationship with my father? Did you have a relationship with your father? Was it positive? Was it very strong? Was it very loving? Was it, very peaceful? Were you afraid of him? Maybe you didn't even know your father. And once you look at what your story is with your father, now, what are the beliefs that you have about him in particular? What are the beliefs that you have about yourself from him? It really is just a deep dive and uncovering and unpacking. Once you know what your beliefs are about your father, what are these beliefs and how are they impacting what you believe about men in general? Then when we look over at our mother, how was your relationship with your mother? Was it loving? Was it caring? Was it very strict? Did you feel safe? Did you feel loved? Did you feel abandoned? Then once you look at this story and all the memories that you have with your mother, what are the beliefs that you have about her? Is she a strong woman? Is she loving? Or is it that there isn't a relationship over there? Or do you feel that you're always being broken down or that you're disappointing? There are so many beliefs that are going to pop up for you. And then once you understand what your beliefs are about your mother, what are these beliefs impacting and creating new beliefs for yourself about a woman? And how do you feel that you need to show up? And how do you feel that you need to be in this world? And what do you believe about yourself and your capabilities based on what you believe about your mother and what you believe about women in general? So once again, it's really interesting just for us to have a bird's eye view, totally neutral, and just observing and seeing, what was the relationship I had with my parents? Was it strong? Was it weak? Was it, incredible and loving, or was it non-existent at all? And then once we look at these experiences, what beliefs were created from these experiences? And then you get to ask yourself, do I still want to believe this? Is this true for me now? Do I want this to control my life, or do I want to change these beliefs and rewrite my story and create something new? So this can be really deep work, but it can be so transformational when you start to unpack the relationship that we have with our mothers and our fathers, no matter how strong or how weak or how loving or how hurtful. It's just a time for you to get to know yourself more. So take some time with this. If you feel like you cannot connect to your memories, then what I really recommend is for you to not try so hard, but to actually come into silence and stillness for a longer period of time. Allow yourself to say, I do want to access my memories and I do want to understand more about myself, so it is safe for me to do so. And let me sit in silence, let me sit in quiet, let me meditate, let me calm down. Let me connect to my center, let me connect to my core. I am safe, I am here, I am loved. Once you start to feel more relaxed, set your intention. I want to connect to past memories. I want to connect to who I am and how I was brought up. I want to connect to some of these memories that are stored in the subconscious mind. And then maybe, potentially, some thoughts will come up to the surface. If nothing comes up, don't be hard on yourself. Don't put any guilt on yourself. Don't feel ashamed. Try again later. Come more into nature. Come more to your essence. Come more to the present moment. Setting that intention of, I want to unpack who I am. I want to understand why certain things are the way that they are, so it is safe for me to access these memories. All the answers that you have to every single question are within you already. Often we try to bury it because we feel like it's not safe and we feel like we're going to get hurt. But this is not a time to get hurt. We're not trying to, inflict any pain on ourselves. But what we are doing is we're trying to understand more about the upbringing that we had, so that we can either use this as beautiful beliefs and fuel to move forward for a wonderful life, or for us to look at some things that don't resonate with us, to change this, to change the narrative, to change the beliefs, and then to move forward with more inspiring and positive ones. So take your time with this, with unpacking how you were brought up and the relationship that you have with your mother and your father, with no shame, with no guilt, with no expectations, and just be open and available to whatever thoughts and whatever beliefs and whatever feelings come up for you.